I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Total Apex Media. And today we are jumping right back into the real face of a VTuber. This is our 5th session in the game. We're up to chapter 3, and I've discovered the game has quite a lot more for us to discover. Hi, Molly. And so here we go. I just hit start and I wanted to hit load. Give me a minute while I exit and we do that again. Oops. Let's see. We want this one here. All right. So we were exploring the internet to try to discover more clues to what happened. Let us visit Yugle. Well, we're on Yugle. We're going to go to Y. All right. So we need to click on more things. We don't have any messages, so let's see. Hashtag Karipa is innocent. Curry is definitely being framed. I don't care what some prosecutor says. She isn't a murderer. Those screenshots are all fakes. Let's see. Oh, this one has a show more. Please, everyone, don't let the narrative get twisted. I know everyone's upset about what happened to Curry and nobody really believes she could have killed anyone. The internet is full of slop and it's natural to get angry trudging through it all. But remember what Curry always says. Let them talk, don't respond, they'll leave on their own. Now that Curry can't speak up for herself, it's even more important that we stick together. But most importantly, stay rational. And then this one from Dusk River says, I attended the first hearing as an observer. To cut to the chase, nobody said Curry committed murder. The leaks from Operator A haven't been validated by the court. They're just screenshots of chats, and they could very well be fake. It's true Curry had an argument with Mr. Chicken, but that doesn't mean she's the culprit. There's still a lot that's uncertain. Everyone, don't let yourselves get misled by false narratives. All right, let's go back. So this is like very meta, in case you didn't watch before. So they have, but let's look at all of it and just see. I don't think any of this part is going to be relevant. Karipa's innocent. Here's Operator A. They're really familiar with the hearing times. We'll have to try and restrict that information, what information gets out to the public, unless this person is already part of the hearing itself. And then this was the conversation they shared, which we saw last time. Let's see. I think we looked at this one. But let's just see. So we want to click on everything because we missed something before. All right, so nothing important there. Her boss dies, then she can leave without breaching contract. Genius. Karipa Watch diary. Anyone who thinks VTubers are just idols is an idiot. Their private lives are way more dramatic. Those who know. If you want insider info, DM me. Never seen a clean graduation from a VTuber before. First has a disagreement with management, then her boss dies, then goes live fishing for sympathy, then what? Pops up somewhere else after the company goes under? Classic. Now this person we can't click on. This account that draws Karipa is amazing. They said no longer updating. Ooh, here, what's this? This website seems suspicious. Somebody's definitely mentioned illegal fan-made content before. This is probably worth paying attention to. There's the new lead. Yeah, there's no option to send a message at all. All right, I think that was the lead we're looking for. We're just going to take a look through and see if there's anything else. I think that was everything. All right. Let's go back. And last time we did all the YouTube. I should look into Operator A, the one leaking these screenshots before questioning the suspects. Should also check the comments on the post carefully. Yeah, Emily is Justin's warden. Okay, so he wants us to look into Operator A. They posted this screenshot right after the hearing ended. That's too perfect to be a coincidence. I'm thinking it's an employee. All right, I think we've done everything now. Will he be happy now? Yes. Emily, could I ask you something? What is it? Karipa's online conversations were all deleted, right? Yep, all gone. Wait a second. Then how does Operator A have screenshots of them? That must mean they knew the conversations would be deleted, so they took screenshots beforehand. How would they know the conversations would be deleted? Maybe someone wanted to hide something and they knew? Hide what? Maybe the real face's identity? Karipa's real face wouldn't be talking with themselves, so maybe someone let it slip? But why would Karipa's real face leak messages that make them look bad? They wouldn't, which is why I don't think Operator A is Karipa's real face. They also might have been trying to hide something related to the murder. Maybe they knew the murder was going to take place, so they made backups of their conversations with Karipa beforehand. You think Operator A is the killer? It's highly likely. Anyway, we can ask our suspects about all of this online stuff. Maybe it'll land us a new lead. New lead. But if Operator A put all these messages online, they're probably prepared for whatever comes their way. I don't think this will be that easy. All right. Let's talk to her. I don't have anything for her. Okay. What if we chat? I swear I'm always so surprised at how efficient you are. You never make mistakes either, even though you're always slacking off. That's why I finish boring stuff quick, so I have more time to slack off. Sometimes I really can't tell if you're dumb or smart. Oh, I'm dumb. I can only do simple stuff. Pretty sure the work I gave you wasn't simple. It was. You gave me really clear instructions, so I just had to follow them. I don't need to compare right versus wrong. I just need to follow the rules. Any idiot can do that. Works for me since I'm a coward who can't make her own decisions. Are you all right? Why are you getting all self-loathing all of a sudden? Sorry, my dark side came out. I'm okay now. I pushed it back into the abyss. I don't think you have an issue with right versus wrong. Actually, I think it's the opposite. I trust you know what's right, which is why you do such a good job. But I don't have the final say over anything. Listen, a lot of people get it wrong and think prosecutors have all this flexibility to make decisions based on some unfailing moral compass. But the truth is, once the evidence is right in front of us, we don't have much of a choice. In fact, a lot of that freedom is in the hands of people like you who investigate and curate that evidence. I realize you're trying to make me feel better. I'm sorry for making you worry. If you need help, just ask, or ask Emily, since she's always so eager to please. Okay, thanks a lot, prosecutor. It's nice to work with you. Likewise. Well, all right. She knows herself well. Yes, indeed. All right, I guess let's summon some people. I want to talk to Sophie. Let's talk about your claim of being Karipa's real face. You should know by now that we're seriously looking into the possibility of Karipa being the culprit. That being the case, are you sure you want to keep claiming to be her real face? Let me make two things perfectly clear. One, I didn't kill anybody. Everything my attorney said during the trial was hypothetical. There is no proof I did anything. Two, I'm not claiming to be Karipa's real face. I am simply stating the truth. So you're maintaining your position. I'm not maintaining anything. I'm just living my truth. Well, then it seems we have a lot to talk about. Fine with me. Let's begin then. The court revealed your plans to graduate. Can you explain that? I've always been a bit of a drama queen. I've got nothing to say to that. If you found another job that paid better, wouldn't you want to change? Really, wouldn't you? Is that your explanation? Yes, and I also think this has nothing to do with Mr. C's murder. Apart from Mr. C, did you tell anyone else about your plans? Nope, just Mr. C. Not even your agent? Are you messing with me? I am my own agent. How could I tell myself what I already know? I think you're the one messing with me. How? I'm being very serious. Unless you have proof that I'm not Karipa's real face. If I show you evidence, will you tell the truth? If you don't, could you just believe what I say? I know, trust takes time, but I'll wait for you. Reading the rights and all that. Before we start, there's something I want to say. What is it? I killed Mr. C. I'm the killer. I didn't see that coming. You know I have to take this seriously, right? I don't lie. Then you'd better explain yourself. Please walk me through how you committed the crime. I left home at 8 p.m. and got to the office at 8:30. I dumped the powder from Amanda's sleeping pills into Mr. C's cup when he wasn't paying attention. He fell asleep in his chair around 10 p.m. I waited for a bit to make sure, then killed him a little after 10 and left at 10:20. What did you kill him with? The paring knife. I meant to bring it with me, but I dropped it by accident, I guess somewhere around the exit. Please tell us how you entered and exited the office. I crawled through the window. There's a path you can take through the window near the entrance to the office. Why did you do it? Because of the pornography. I couldn't accept that Mr. C was selling that smut, even anonymously. And by the way, I'm not Karipa's real face. At a glance, it all checks out, but there's one thing she said that contradicts our evidence. What's wrong? Didn't you think I did it from the start? That was all just prosecutor talk. Then what? Was there something wrong with my testimony? There was something she said different. Where the knife was. I think it's the knife. Explain why you left the murder weapon in the office. I dropped it, probably by the window when I was leaving. Nope. The knife was found on Prudence Week's desk. Your attitude changed pretty quickly. I'd like to talk about that. Thinking about it, you announced being the killer. When everyone started thinking Karipa was the killer. So you're claiming to be Mr. C's killer because you want to protect Karipa. I refuse to answer unsubstantiated claims. Well, actually, I have proof. The evidence proving you wanted to protect Karipa is... this. Oops, that wasn't the right one. Okay, so let's see. Nope, not that one either. All right, we're going to come back to actually. All right, we'll come back to that. Miss Childs, do you have something to say to me? Well, no. Are you sure? Because I have a lot of questions for you. The most important is about your claim in court to be Karipa's real face. I think we should start there. Why did you lie? Because the text was anonymous. Anonymous? Just the morning of the first day you interviewed me, I got a message from a number I'd never seen before. It said, protect your daughter. Do you still have that text? Yeah. Let me see it. Here. Interesting. Is this why you pretended to be Karipa? Yeah. Why did you think pretending to be Karipa would protect her? I don't know. I don't even know what this text was supposed to mean. It's just, I saw Ani say she was Karipa's real face, and then I suddenly felt like I had to protect my daughter. No one's original these days anyway. So, who's the real face? I don't know. Corey's identity is a company secret. So, apart from pretending to be her, what else have you done to protect your daughter? Nothing. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be protecting, so I just saw Ani jump forward and I wanted to do the same. Okay, got it. Dun dun dun. Let's talk about graduation. Yeah, reverse search the number. That would be awesome. Well, maybe we will. We don't know yet. During our first hearing, we discussed the rumor that Kariba would soon graduate. What are your thoughts on that? Ms. Childs? Is Curry a bad person? What do you mean by that? I like Curry. I know I don't know who she is, and I don't interact with her much, but I'm her mom, and no, it's not just because I'm her mom. I like seeing her smiling and happy, playing video games, beating a tough level. I just really like Curry. No matter where she is or who she is. As a prosecutor, I always stand on the side of truth. To do that, though, I need to know the truth. If Kariba is a good person, then she's someone I need to protect. Curry asked me once if I could help her draw a skin for a new character. Sorry, I don't understand. What do you mean skin? Skin is just another way to say the way a VTuber looks, their outer shell. By asking me to do that, I think Karipa's real face was saying she didn't want to be Karipa anymore. Oh. Meaning she wanted to graduate or transfer. Do you know when that was? Let me check. It was April 14th around 11 p.m. Are you looking at your conversation right now? Yeah, it's just a screenshot though. Our actual conversation got deleted. You took a screenshot? Yeah, I had a lot on my mind. I usually take screenshots of important requests in case I forgot. Can you send me that screenshot? Okay. Mommy, are you taking new skin requests right now? New skins, like a VTuber skin? Are you asking for a friend? No, I'm asking for me. You? Do you want to graduate? Yeah, I'm just thinking about it. Don't tell anyone else. You make the best skins, Mom, so I hope we can keep working together even after I graduate. I'm still thinking about the design. I just wanted to see if you'd have time and could give me a price. Curry, I'm employed by Lillian, so I signed a non-compete. If it has nothing to do with Karipa, then I don't think I can accept. Just don't get caught. Not like you haven't done it before. I'll think about it, all right? Just don't tell anyone else. Uh-huh. Curry's not a bad person, right? That's what we need to find out. I'd like to ask you a few internet questions. Internet questions? Do you read a lot of comments online? Not really. New merch always gets a ton of comments. Some are mean and make me uncomfortable, so I don't really like reading them. I'd just like to ask you a few things, if that's all right. They're bad, right? Why else would they be posting all those conversations at a time like this? Who do you think they are? Well, I think Faye Ward is a little strange. After the murder happened, it's like she totally changed. Go on. What should I say? She used to be really cold and detached before. Now she's all jumpy, like she's scared of something. She never really fit in, but after the murder, she just changed. Okay. So you think she's operator A? I didn't say that. But now that I think about it, she probably is the most likely candidate, I guess. I see. Okay, then. Thank you. Huh. I saw the screenshot. Honestly, it scared me. Why? Sophie's EQ has always been really high. Like, she's really calculated. She's the kind of person who can be mad one second, then smiley the next. So it's hard to imagine her actually mad. Do you think the screenshot was fake? I don't know. Sophie's social circle is a lot bigger than mine. Maybe she's just different depending on who she's dealing with. I've never actually seen her talk to Curry before. Okay, got it. Thanks. It's really starting to look like Sophie. Let me check one more time. Is this your account? Yes, I use it to draw adult stuff in secret. Anything else you want to say? After Mr. C caught me, I stopped using this account. That was part of the deal with Mr. C. But now Mr. C has been... Thank you, that'll be all. A new lead! Oof, we have more stuff. Wait, we clicked all of those. So why isn't this one? We have intel that says you were selling adult Karipa merch. Is that true? We've already gotten our hands on some evidence. I'm really just asking this question to get a handle on Mr. C's behavior. Whether or not he sold adult merch is really here nor there. You get what I mean? It's true. Did Mr. C talk to you about this? Yeah. You talked to Mr. C in the conference room all afternoon. Then you went to the bathroom to cry and bumped into Sophie Allure. Afterwards, you ate with Mr. C. That's the time you're referring to, right? Yeah. Did Mr. C keep talking to you about the merch deal? I don't know if I'd call it a deal. He asked me why I did it. I told him my brother was in debt and my whole family was in trouble for it. He asked me how many I had printed and that the company could handle the rest of the sales. My punishment would be an increase in work and no overtime pay, but he would share some of the profits with me since my family needed it. And then the conflict with Honor Chen happened. I felt really bad hearing that Honor punched Mr. C. Did Mr. C ask you for anything else? No, he just said he'd increase my workload. I felt relieved, actually. I thought I'd be in more trouble for making the comics. Really? Okay, got it. All right. Hey, Justin, I haven't got any assignments from you lately. You haven't? Sorry, I've been so busy I must have forgotten. Since this case has blown up, we've got more people on the investigation team now. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot to do, so whatever you need, just let me know. Okay, thanks, Detective. Some suspects got a threatening anonymous text. Can you check it out for me? Got it. I'll make it my top priority. All right. She is now investigating the text message. Let's talk to Emily. We haven't talked to Emily in a bit. Let's ask her about this. Ooh, what's this? So I was wondering, what are people who watch a lot of VTubers like? They're just normal people. Some are students, some watch after work, and some, like me, watch while they work. So, do you think any of those fans might have intel for us? That's a whole can of worms. There's a lot of armchair detectives on the internet. Might take a while to filter out the BS. Think you could help out with that? Please, I'm really curious about all these people. Fine, all right. Okay, we've given her something to do. Let's talk to some more people. Let's talk to Faye. She's sweating again. Were you at the previous hearing? We you? I think they mean were you at the previous hearing? Hearing? Yeah, why? Then you should know a lot of information came to light. There are a few things I'd like to ask you regarding some newly uncovered facts. New information? Okay. Click. You mean the information Operator A leaked online? If you want my opinion, it just seems like an empty threat she made during an argument. I don't think Karipa actually wants to graduate. You don't? At least I never personally got that impression from her. I've even talked to her about her plan for the year, and it didn't seem like she planned to leave. Do you have a record of that conversation? A record? No, it was deleted. Got it. But whether or not she wants to graduate doesn't really have anything to do with the case, right? Not if she had an argument with Mr. C. Why? Why are you trying to protect Karipa? Am I protecting her? I really just think it's unrelated. I'm not protecting anybody. She looks suspicious. I guess I understand what you mean. I'm glad you understand. Uh-huh. I don't go online that often, but you're an event planner. Don't you need to use the internet? If I want to look at other events, I just watch videos. But you're asking about social media and stuff, right? I don't use that. Everything I'm asking you is in regards to your company, so you just answer what you know. Okay, I'll try then. Let's ask about Sophie and Karipa. I think it's a misunderstanding. Oh, what kind of misunderstanding? Sophie's always been nice to me. I think Operator A is trying to influence the direction of the case. Are you speaking from the perspective of Karipa's real face? No. Didn't I tell you before? Event planning has to work together with Sophie a lot, so I'm speaking from that perspective. What do you mean, real face? Now you're getting me all confused. So, from your experience dealing with Sophie Allure, you think that conversation was fake? I don't know if it's real or fake. I just think Operator A is up to no good. All right then, thank you. Operator A. I don't think she means well. She? Telling everyone Karipa's graduation plans on purpose during a murder case? That's bad. Who do you think Operator A is then? I don't know. Let me think. Maybe Amanda or Honor? Oh, what kind of misunderstanding? Even from the first hearing, I never thought they were Karipa's real face. It was just weird. Why not Sophie Allure? Operator A posted a conversation of Sophie and Karipa. So if it were Sophie, then that would be kind of weird, right? That's why I don't think it's her. All right, then. And let's talk about Amanda's art. I'm not close enough with Amanda to recognize her art style or know her accounts. I've got no idea about that, sorry. All right. You didn't get much from her. Oh! Zelda's back already. We didn't find anything entirely useful. Oh man! The owner of the number is a missing person. They've been missing for 5 years now. Somehow, though, the bill keeps getting paid. Did you check into who's paying it? We tried, but couldn't find anything. We're thinking this is a dead-end, boss. We'd like to look into other avenues if that's good with you. That's fine, thanks, detective. Well, that's what we've got. See if we can get a lead from somebody else. Ms. Rue? Have you heard The Boy Who Cried Wolf, Mr. Truth? The fable? Yes. The little shepherd boy kept fooling the townspeople, saying a wolf was coming when there was no wolf. Then when a wolf really did come, they didn't believe him anymore. What do you think the moral of this story is? Other people's trust can only be pushed so far. What's interesting is the boy's behavior never changed. So why did everyone else's? Well, the situation changed, I guess. The situation changed? Please, just tell me. Who's the real face? Is there anything I can help with? You have all the qualities of a bad man. But prosecutors stand on the side of justice. Bad men who wear a just disguise are the scariest of them all. I'll take that as a compliment. Humph. After this is all over, I'll finally tell you the truth. My goal here is to catch the killer. If you ever need my help, you can ask for it anytime. Thank you. All right, let's ask about graduation. Back in the first hearing, we learned Karipa may have plans to graduate. I'd like to ask you about that. I hate being stabbed in the back. So you didn't know about it, did you? No. Court was the first time I heard about it. What do you mean by stabbed in the back? A VTuber's fame tends to manifest around the artists themselves, since that's who the artist sees and falls in love with. But that VTuber needs a team to get there, a team that cultivates their fame with blood, sweat, and tears. Then, once they get all that fame and influence, they secretly plan on leaving the people who helped them get it. Wouldn't you feel betrayed? She's not going to answer this one. We're not going to get anything if we ask her and who betrayed you. And we know she was hurt. So let's ask this one. But isn't it justified if the company is no good? Has anyone ever called you a typical man? No. Then let this be the first time. Typical man. Okay, I don't really know how I'm supposed to feel about that. Not good. Anyway, you already gave me a pretty big hint. So thank you. I'd like to ask you a few online questions. Online? What do you want to ask? Do you read a lot of other people's opinions online? Living in the modern age, I think it's almost impossible not to. I rarely do. No wonder we're on different wavelengths. Hey, I find that insulting. Apologize. I'm sorry. Anyway, what do you want to ask? Let's talk about Operator A. Who is Operator A? I don't know who they are, but maybe they're a friend of Justice? Justice, what do you mean? Well, they leaked the argument between Curry and Mr. C, right? Maybe that's the key to solving this whole thing. Are you saying that you think Karipa is the killer? I never said that. Anything could be the key to solving the case. I was just saying a hypothetical. So do you have no thoughts at all on who Operator A might be? Yes, she is very stubborn. I do not like this girl. Maybe it's Faye Ward. Why? She's always been kind of an enigma. I wouldn't be surprised if she were Operator A. So that's just your instincts? Sure, instincts. Okay, got it. Let's talk about Sophie. Have they ever had a good relationship with anyone? Karipa isn't on good terms with anyone at Lillian. Listen, Sophie is basically Karipa's godmother. If even her godmother can't stand her, then she must be pretty hopeless. So you're saying Karipa doesn't get along with anyone, is that right? The evidence is right there in black and white, isn't it? So it must be true. So how is your relationship with her then? I don't want to answer that. Why? No reason. Okay, got it. Are you sure this is Amanda? We can definitely find out for sure, but I'd like to hear your thoughts first. If it's Amanda, then I can understand why Mr. C would decide to sell adult content. Probably made a deal with Amanda. What do you mean? I just mean, if Bossman found out Amanda was selling dirty comics, he probably made a deal with her. Like, the company will sell them on her behalf. That would make sense of everything that happened before. That's just my guess, at least. Okay. All right, then. Thank you. Oh, that's all we've got for her. Oh, Emily looked into the Karipa's fans. What's the deal? I found a fan called Sun from Karipa's fan page. I think it's a girl. She posts a lot, and after the whole incident, she's been posting a lot in favor of Karipa, telling all the other fans to keep calm. I've already connected with her on Y, so you can find her in the messages tab there. Ooh, contact unlocked. Thanks, that's a big help. I want to talk to someone on the other side of the spectrum. What do you mean? I mean, I want to talk with one of Karipa's haters. Could you find one for me? I'll buy you a steak. I don't think you realize what you've just asked me to do. Seriously, even for steak, I really don't want to do this. But fine, just this once. Thank you. All right, let's get on the internet. Y messages Sun. Oops, I want to go back. There we go. Hi, this is Secretary Emily Close with the local district prosecutor's office. Can I ask you some questions about Karipa's case? Are you from the court? Karipa didn't do it. She's wrongfully accused. We're trying our best to prove that. What do you want to know? Hold on just a moment. I'll connect you with the prosecutor in charge of the case. Hello, I'm Prosecutor Justin Truth. We're in the middle of investigating a murder, and we'd like to ask you questions. We'd just like some views from a Karipa fan. Can you tell me what you think of Karipa in general? She saved me when I was at my lowest low. I was going through oh my gosh. We're going to have to wait a second. There we go. I was going through a really hard time. I had my heart broken, and it just felt like I was going to die. One day I randomly clicked on Karipa's stream, and she was so lively and happy, it just sucked me right in. Actually, at first I thought she was kind of ridiculous. Like, why did she have to be so exaggerated just playing a video game? Then, before I knew it, I'd watched the entire stream. And then I realized I wasn't as sad anymore. After that, I watched her streams all the time. I'd watch her play games and feel like I wasn't so alone anymore. I know maybe I'm just one of Curry's many, many fans, but she really did save me. That's the truth. I love Curry. What's Karipa's relationship like with her agency? Back in the early days, Curry was sexually harassed by an employee. I think it was a senior male employee, but we don't have much information on people from her company, so I can't say for sure who it was. There's always a lot of rumors about how crappy VTuber agencies are. They don't care about VTubers. They don't treat them like real people. Curry doesn't usually bring that up during her streams. Why people just roll over for me? At least they weren't talking about pudding again. Let's see. Curry doesn't usually bring that up during her streams. I mean, maybe she encounters it but chooses not to talk about it. We all worry that she's too stressed. What do you think about graduating? I would be really sad. Curry is a part of my life now. I couldn't imagine my days without her, but there are a lot of different types of graduation. Maybe she'll just transfer, then I'll follow her anywhere. If her company can't keep her, then that's their problem, right? Maybe she'll just go somewhere that gives her more freedom, and I would support that. Anything you'd like to add? Wild Goose's boyfriend. I think I know him. Unless I'm wrong, the murder happened on April 20th, right? He went and saw Wild Goose on that day. He posted a photo online. Hold on. I can't read all this. It's going too fast. He posted a photo online. Before that, a photo with Wild Goose he posted got deleted, but the photo from that day is still there. I remember it really well because it was the day before Curry stopped streaming, but now I heard he ran away with some money and he can't be contacted. How do you know him? We went to school together. Do you know any of his social media accounts? Here, thank you for this. Curry's definitely not a bad person. Please, you have to find the real killer. We'll do all we can to help. Ooh, this is an interesting lead. Yep, we have something new for you. Someone online said Sophia Lur met her boyfriend the night of the murder. Can you look into that? Got it. I'll make it my top priority. Yay. More investigation. Let's talk to... Well, we haven't talked to her yet. Did you go to the last hearing? Yes, I watched. Great. Then you should know a lot happened during the last hearing. There are a few things I'd like to ask you. I'm nervous, but I'll do my best. Okay, let's move on. Graduation. I think there was a misunderstanding. What kind of misunderstanding? Just when I talked to Karipa, I didn't feel she wanted to graduate. Then how do you explain our findings during the first hearing? I just think she was maybe arguing with Mr. C. I don't think she really meant it, you know? I see. I understand. Thank you. What is it? Sorry, nothing. Are you sure? Yeah, sorry. Well, now she's hiding something. Internet questions. Do you read a lot online? Sometimes I look at posts and stuff online for inspiration on what kind of merch to make and stuff. During our last hearing, there were a lot of rumors floating around about your company. I'd like to ask a few things about that. All right, Operator A. I think he's the bad guy. Why? Because Karipa's conversations got deleted, but they saved a lot of them. Maybe they were always keeping tabs on her account. I see. Is there any possibility Karipa herself is Operator A? No way. Why not? Because they're posting a bunch of negative stuff about Karipa. Why would Karipa post conversations that got her in trouble? Seems weird to me. Then who do you think Operator A is? I don't know, but I don't think it's Misty. Why not? Is something wrong? I just thought of something. Because Misty is my roommate. I've seen her really upset since Operator A leaked that stuff. So I don't think it could be her. Okay. And you don't have anyone else you think it could be? I really have no idea. Okay. I wonder if Misty is the face of Karipa. We're talking about Sophie again. What kind of misunderstanding? Well, sometimes when Sophie is dealing with clients, she can be a bit forceful. But most of the time, she has the company's best interests in mind, so I can understand. Of course, I don't know how Karipa feels herself, but that's how I feel at least. Operator A leaked those screenshots to do damage. That's how I feel at least. All right, thank you. Let's talk about Amanda's drawings. That account. I remember it was selling those comics before. Adult comics, right? Yeah. But I don't know if it really belonged to Amanda. But I do think Amanda did the art. So you're saying Amanda drew the comics but didn't necessarily run the account. Yeah. Got it. All right. Yay, Zelda's back. First, I have the report on the victim's computer. Seems like his computer has been thoroughly wiped. Our IT guy couldn't recover anything at all. So it's a dead end, huh? But we have found something. Our IT guy looked at his computer's access records and saw something strange. The victim's computer was remotely accessed twice. First time was 8:18 p.m. to 10:02 p.m. The second was 2:33 a.m. to 2:45 a.m. Remotely accessed, so someone was using the victim's computer from another location? Yes. Your old hypothesis was that Mr. C left those comments on Karipa's account since it showed his office IP address. If his computer was accessed remotely, would that still be true? Unfortunately, since it was accessed remotely, anyone could have left those comments and used the victim's IP address. So that means we're back to square one with the victim's time of death. Yeah, sorry. But why was his computer accessed at 2 a.m? We're still not sure about that one. We checked the cameras too, but nothing showed up. However, we can confirm that the 8 p.m. and the 2 a.m. connections were made from 2 different devices and probably 2 different people. We can also confirm that at 2 a.m. they accessed the security system, probably to try and check the footage. But they didn't delete any? No. We know the footage was already deleted at 9 p.m., which is another reason we think these connections were made by 2 different people. So the first person deleted it. Okay, interesting. We found the real murder weapon. Dun, dun, dun. In the garbage room at Misty and Prudence's apartment complex. The murder weapon was a tactical knife found stuffed in a backpack along with a pair of bloody gloves. The janitor found it while sorting the trash. We've already confirmed it's Mr. C's blood on both the knife and the gloves. The size of the weapon and blood patterns both match the victim's wound, with over a 95% chance of being the murder weapon. We tried fingerprints and DNA to match the perp, but no luck. We assume they took precautions to wipe their tracks. Can you figure out when they dumped it? Unfortunately, they were in a camera dead zone, and the time window is so broad we haven't been able to find anything. We have the real murder weapon! Do we have anything else we need her to investigate? No, she's still investigating the boyfriend. Oh, we now have the information on the boyfriend. His name is Owen Green. He's got a record for theft. His dad owns a factory that failed and went under. His family couldn't repay the debt, so they ran. We couldn't contact a single one of them. We checked his socials, though, and the probability he met with Sophie on April 20th is high. Based on what? First is CCTV footage. We expanded our search around Sophie's house and found Green caught on camera 3 times. Those times being 8:47, 8:56, and 9:22. Second, we found Green's prints on the emergency staircase of the Lur's apartment building. Those fingerprints, along with Sophie's, were all clustered around the same general area. That's fine. Thanks, Zelda. I think we need to chat with Sophie again. I'd like you to take a look at this. What's this? Where did you find this? We're taking this case very seriously, Ms. Allure. We can find a lot of things. This person has nothing to do with this case. Sore subject, huh? You've been so relaxed up to this point. Because you're bringing someone totally unrelated into this. If they have nothing to do with it, then why are you so upset? On April 20th, did you meet up with the person in this picture? I'll say it one more time. This person has nothing to do with anything. How about we let the facts speak for themselves? Ms. Allure? Are you all right? I'm fine, thank you. This person is my boyfriend, and yes, we did see each other that day. But none of it has anything to do with this case. I refuse to answer any more questions about him. She's gone right back to being upset again. Why did you meet up that day? I told you I'm not answering any more questions about him. You're serious about that? It's unrelated to the case. Okay, got it. Why is this still lit up? Oh, that's right. We couldn't figure out. I couldn't figure out which thing is the evidence. Ooh, we have more things. Now, let me ask you, which one of these are you? I mean, you weren't talking to yourself, right? There are a number of signs that all point to you not being Kariba's real face. Or do you need more proof? Can you just be real with me? Seems like this is the end of the line. Meaning? I admit it, I'm an imposter. Sorry, I'll tell the truth now. Thank you. So why did you lie? Do you have to act all high and mighty? It's hurting my feelings. Please just answer my question. I am. It's simple, really. When Anna and Amanda came out and said they were Kariba's real face, something told me they were faking it. So I just went along and faked it too. You didn't answer my question. I want a reason. It's hard for me to give you one. I said it before I even realized what I was doing. Isn't that good enough? You don't know who the real face is? Sorry to disappoint you, but no. But going by basic deduction, I guess it's one of the other three? Which one? I don't know, really. Your instincts told you it's not Amanda Childs or Honor Chen. So where are those instincts now? Are you messing with me? What if I am? What do you think that would mean? Anyway, I've said what I wanted to say. The rest is up to you to figure out. All right, we're going to ask, because this is still not checked off. Let's talk about this. Was this conversation real? Yep, we had it. Can you describe your relationship with Kariba? I would say we have a harmonious working relationship. We work hard at our jobs for the same goal. Even if you talk to each other like this happened within my first 3 months at the company. Curry was late responding to me once, and that caused trouble for me with a client. I understand that if you're just looking at that conversation, anyone would think we have a negative relationship. But I want you to focus on 2 things. 1, there's no time written on that screenshot. 2, it's unclear what the 2 of us are talking about. So if you want me to prove what I just said, I can't. Everything's been deleted. It seems Operator A knows what they're doing. Okay, got it. Let's talk about Operator A. Who do you think Operator A is? Amanda, An, or Faye Ward? One of them. Based on what? I trust my instincts. An and Amanda both already pretended to be Curry, so they've got something up their sleeves. And Faye Ward, she's just suspicious. When I think about it, I can't remember ever doing anything at all with Faye. What do you mean? I'm quite the social butterfly, as you know, but there's always been a distance between Faye and I. She lives in her own little world. I don't even know why she works at Lillian. Honestly, she's just a huge weirdo. I'd like to know why you didn't mention the other 2. Misty and Prudence? Why do you trust them? I guess I do trust them, huh? I just don't have any reason not to. It's not like I think everybody's suspicious. Okay. All right then, thank you. Now, if we think back, though, Faye said that if we put Sophie on the stand, if we accused Sophie that she had evidence that it was Sophie, and now these messages turn up looking like Sophie could be guilty of something. So it is possible that Faye is Operator A. Let's talk about Amanda. Rumor has it this is Amanda Child's account. She uses it specifically to share adult Kariba content. And those are just rumors, right? I don't have an opinion on it. If I see adult content, I report it through proper channels. Thank you for letting me know. All right. Can we talk about Kariba's graduation? I wish. I didn't hear about it until I was here. To be honest, as her agent, it makes me feel a little neglected. You didn't talk to her about it? Curry's official account is our only form of contact. You should know, just in truth, that all those conversations were deleted, and I assume the police have control of the account now. My point is, we lost contact. I haven't talked to Curry in a while now. So before the trial, you hadn't heard of her plans to graduate, and since the trial began, you haven't talked to her? Thanks, Molly. That's right. Okay, got it. All right, so we've collected a lot of new information. Uh-oh. We've got one more conversation before I can sign off. What are you so mad about? That hater's so gross. Oh, one of Kariba's fans, huh? How's that whole thing going? Bad. Why can't these pervs just go die and leave me alone? Freaking piss me off. What happened? I don't even want to think about it anymore. I put the perv in your contacts, so you deal with him. Why don't I just find someone else if he's so bad? Because he says he has information, so I just bit my tongue and dealt with it, all right? Can you not read my thoughts, please? I'm going to go get ice cream on the company card. Sure. How gross was this guy? All right, so we are not going to talk to him yet, but I am going to send her off to find one more person. I know a nearby hotel restaurant that's supposed to be amazing. So I'm going to take her out to dinner if she finds this third fan for us. But we are going to stop here before we talk to the creepy guy through Y. So if you want to see what happens, you're going to have to tune in next week. So it would behoove you to like this video, subscribe, and click that bell so that you do not miss the next video. We will be live next Monday, most likely. That is the plan, barring anything that stops the stream. And if you want to see more exciting gaming content, we have lots of great streams right here all week long, as well as podcasts and other fun stuff. So don't forget to click that bell. That way you won't miss anything. Thank you so much for joining us today. We do appreciate you being here. And until next time, go out and be kind to one another.